As the daughter of immigrants, it's really isolating by itself. For example, there's a language barrier. Also, because my parents are immigrants, they didn't have the opportunity to go to school or finish school. My dad only got to second grade and my mom got to around third grade. There's that barrier there that you can't really do any other job besides labor jobs, and that's all there is, and that's all you have, basically. I feel like I'm not explaining this well. My parents kind of just sent me off to school. It was isolating a bit, not knowing English and having to learn a lot of things on your own. I had no one to help me with homework, as like a lot of people would say, go to your parents for help in homework sometimes. No, it wasn't an option. I can't speak. It felt really lonely not having anyone to go to for that type of help. Growing up in Warrenton, it was a really predominantly white area. There weren't any kids that really looked like me. Maybe I only made friends with the few that did. There is a lot of racism, and there's also a lot of white supremacy that exists there. There has been a lot of times where there's been Confederate flags with nooses tied around the back of people's trucks, the front of people's trucks, or in their households. My name is Alejandra Lopez Nestor. I'm 17. I'm from the rural Oregon coast. I'm a rising senior at Warrenton High School. I am the daughter of immigrant parents, and I also come from a low-income household. I have a lot of aspiring goals that I'm trying to do, or like trying to achieve, and I'm motivated to do that. I think that my Hispanic culture is definitely part of my identity, but because of my environment and where I've been brought up, it had to be an identity that gets at least pushed to the side a little bit or a lot. My dad has worked over 10 years every single day, even on weekends, so it'd only take a few days to have breaks because we needed the money. My dad, I guess, it gets a bit cliche, but I would say he is very hardworking and humble.
Mi nombre es Filadelfo López Lugo. Soy mexicano de Santa Rosa, un pueblo muy pequeño de ahí del estado de Oaxaca. Mi posición ahí es de filetero, filetear el pescado. 20 años llevo aquí en Astoria.
You see all the hard work they did to follow, I guess, what is the American dream, but that's when you see that there are so many injustices, so many inequities, that the American dream isn't true or it isn't real. It's not achievable for everyone.
Mi nombre es Oralia Leticia Nestor, mamá de Alejandra López. Yo soy de Guatemala. Yo trabajo en un hotel.
So I first got into Taekwondo after watching a lot of movies with my dad about Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. The martial arts skills were incredible, so I was like, I kind of want to be like them. I want to do that too. When I went into it, I was really shy. I did not want to talk to anyone, but through going and through kind of learning the 5 tenets of Taekwondo, but also having a community there that was predominantly Hispanic, you're able to kind of have a sense of identity. Everyone there was just so encouraging of each other, and when we had competitions, we would always cheer each other on. It was just like a different world.
Yo salí de la casa de mis padres a la edad de 13 años para trabajar y apoyar a mis padres también. Y me fui a otros estados en México a trabajar. Les estuve ayudando porque nosotros pues no teníamos.
One of the things that motivates me to get to college and pursue a higher education is my parents. My parents work countless hours, and it's a lot of hard work, especially having labor jobs at an older age and also having or struggling with your health too. So all of that combined, you see it And I guess someone in my position would just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done, but I want to do that, but I don't just want to say it in words. In words, it seems very simple to me to just say thank you. I would rather show them with my success. A day in my life has a lot, but there's also 7 days in a week, so every day is different. As of right now, I have an internship. I'm the administrative assistant in community development for Clatsop County, but that's also part of a program called Clatsop Works, which connects students to real-life experience. I'm also taking 15 credits at our local community college. I also am part of Civics Unplugged, which works to empower young people, and I'm a steering committee member.
Yo me levanto a las 5 de la mañana. Y a esa hora aún está despierta, le digo, es demasiado. Dice, si no hago esto, dice, no voy a ir a un colegio.
My response to adversity was to do better. You're kind of upset about something or you're just not really feeling it. You have to sort of get over it, which isn't the best thing to do. But you don't have the luxury of just maybe taking a few days off.
Que siga luchando, que siga subiendo las nubes como está.
The migrant education program has been absolutely essential for me and my family. It has been one of the best things that has been as a resource. Being able to have organizations that are solely there to help provide me and my family with what we need has been incredible. We all have different motivators of why we're doing a lot of the work that we are, but being able to share that work with the whole community and everyone being so supportive and having that place where you feel like you belong and you feel like you have a voice is a really good feeling. And that is a little bit of another turning point where I was like, okay, I'm able to do these things. I'm capable of leading a movement. I'm capable of supporting those communities. What else can I do after that?
Que me emociona a mí a veces es cuando se perdió su perro, sí, que anduvo por toda Astoria repartiendo volantes para a ver si encontraba a su perro. Nunca salía, pero ese día anduvo, habló con la gente y anduvo por todas partes, preguntando por su perro. Y sí apareció el perro.
Accessibility and equity are some really big things that I like to focus on, and it's still something that we struggle with. I want to be able to have political influence because with policy, you can actually change and shape the way that things work around the world. I'm also hoping to work more in the Oregon legislature, or if not in the Oregon legislature, at least lobby for different policies or do work surrounding policy, education, and youth engagement. I don't believe I'm self-made because I don't believe that anyone's self-made, but I think that with the support and with the community that I've been able to meet and the people that I've been able to meet, how supportive everyone is, I've been able to learn from every single person and truly be able to, I guess, be the best version that I am, or at least be the best that I can be at the moment. To my past self, I would say that be kind to yourself. Like, make sure to take self-care days, like mental health days. Make sure to actually think positively about yourself because you're doing fine. You won't believe the change that you're able to make, not only in your community, but also across the state or even beyond that.
Cuando sufre uno, sufrimos todos. Cuando uno es feliz, todos somos felices.